Welcome to the Short Funk Podcast. I'm Tom Barbalet, and today it ain't here. If one track on Mind Monkeys and Perfect Beats captured my experience in the US, it was It Ain't Here. It was intended actually to capture a day in Davis that I had when I first arrived in my trip to the US. I was staying with a family friend's cousin or niece, I can't recall, but who lived in Davis, and I got off the plane, got onto a bus to Davis, arrived in Davis in mist, and went to sleep, and then woke up the next day to have the house and general wanderings to myself. I walked to a local supermarket, and people on the street said hello to me. It was a very strange experience associated with the contrasts of what I had come from in Canberra, Australia, and what I first experienced when I arrived in the US. Davis, at that time at least, I don't know how it is today, was a relatively unique town in terms of the general level of friendliness. I don't think I would have experienced what I experienced in probably any other US town, and certainly not any other contemporary US town reflecting on it now. But at the time, it was an amazing experience, and in such stark contrast to everything that I'd experienced up until this time. Various thematic elements to listen for. The sounds of aeroplanes that you hear constantly in terms of aeroplanes, the kind of tonal sounds of that. I also was very mindful that the piano, again, was slightly out of tune, but I had to work with the parameters available, and the beat comes from a beat record that was purchased in Berkeley through the trip. The grammatical errors, these kind of things, were quite intentional. I was trying to create a kind of lilt to it, little, I don't know what one would call it, little swing, for want of a better term, and I think It Ain't Here stands the test of time associated with describing my emotion, having had an experience in Davis, and then coming back to a cold, dark shed in Canberra, Australia to try and work out where on earth my life was going. I want to tell you about a place far away where all the people sit around and play. There's plenty of money and no one starves. Everyone drives around in big fast cars. It's a place you see on television. It's a place full of individualism. The women love all the men, all is fair. No one hates anyone or is alone there. There are no holes, no one can drift away. If you have no home, you have a place to stay. But it ain't here, it ain't here, never fear. It ain't here, it ain't here, it ain't here, never fear. It ain't here. People on the street say, how are you today? Couples walk dogs in parks whilst children play. The supermarkets are filled with treats, fruit and vegetables and seasoned meats. When you're done shopping, you can go and see if any of your friends are having coffee in the little cafe that sells sandwiches too, with friendly servers and drive-through. And if you're lucky from your shopping trip, with extra change, you can leave a tip. But it ain't here, it ain't here, never fear. It ain't here, it ain't here, it ain't here, never fear. It ain't here. I hope you enjoyed It Ain't Here. I should point out actually that the Hare Krishna introduction comes from the previous track. It's a bleed through from the previous track quite intentionally. So that might seem a little strange if you just listen to it afresh, but that's certainly where that came from. Tom Barbalet in San Jose signing out.